So today I'm gonna introduce you and talk about RealSense cameras and why it actually matters for game developers and how you could use it. So first, who actually knows what is a RealSense camera? Intel people don't, okay, most 10, okay, actually that's not bad, that's not bad. Just to prove you this works, and I'm a very adventurous guy, I'm gonna, actually use it to pass my slides, so you're gonna understand why I'm doing it. It might fail because it's a prototype laptop, but don't worry, it actually works. So it works. What is RealSense? A couple of years ago, we worked with OEMs, so with PC manufacturers, to integrate touch into laptops. And so that's why now you can see like really nice design, like this one or this one, and you can touch touch the screen, play with it, move it into a tablet mode, etc. So that's the work of Intel we've done since, what, 3 or 4 years now? And a couple of years ago, the VPs at Intel said, okay, touch, it's done. What can we do next to interact with your laptop? And so the RealSense actually appeared. So RealSense is just not cameras. So I will introduce you to cameras and what it can do, but it's also about voice. So for your laptop to understand you better. That's the whole concept of it. The whole idea is how to interact more naturally with your laptop, which everything. So whether he sees you, whether he understands you, he listens to you. So that's really important. One thing we really want to target is feel more natural. We don't want you to do really weird gestures in front of your laptop and it looks like an idiot. You just have to feel natural, and because you would like to do it. For example, the presentation stuff I made, like the swipe stuff, we put it 5% in front of the laptop and we said, okay, if you would just pass a slide, the next slide, what would you do? And they all did the same gesture, like this, I want to, okay, and it fails. Oh, no. And I have to blame myself because I coded it myself, so I can just blame myself. Anyway, it works sometimes. Yeah, so basically, they did all the same gesture, and that's what we want to implement it, because it's natural. It needs to understand you better, understand who you are, what you feel, and what you want to do. So that's very, very important. And the last point is, apprehend the world better. Lots of companies are doing 3D cameras to scan your world, etc., because it needs to understand where you are, what you want to do in your world better. So that's what we're going to talk about also. What it's not. Thanks to the light, you can't really see it, but it's Minority Report. And thanks to my English accent, I don't think you understood the title right, but it's the movie with Tom Cruise, who is doing gestures in front of his laptop, or big screen actually. I think actually, to be honest, the VP behind RealSense, saw this movie and said, oh, we have to do it. Do it, guys. Yeah. The thing is that we don't still have the same technology than Tom Cruise there, so we struggle a bit. But for now, we want to raise expectation right. So for now, it's not going to be you in front of a big screen doing really weird gestures and guessing what crime is going to be next. I'm sorry, you can't do that for now. Maybe in 10 years, but not now. So what it is now and what you can have actually available right now. RealSense right now is about 2 cameras, and this is really different. One camera is a user-facing camera, so it's the camera that I have in my laptop right now, for example. So it's going to replace all your webcams, etc., in your laptop. So for you, it's going to look the same, but for the developer, it's very different, because instead of having one RGB webcam, you have depth sensor, so you can actually calculate the depth, and you have 3D sensors. So that's very, very important. The target of this camera is the notebooks and the all-in-ones, so pretty big, designs. So because it has to fit in the design, so it has to be like a laptop. So this one, for example, is 13-inch, and it has a camera integrated. The usage is, it's a user-facing because it's face a user, so are quite different from the other one. It's between 30 and 1 meter range, so it's when you're basically in front of your laptop and just next to it. So this is what we want to target in terms of usages. And it's multiple things. First is gesture control. So if my PowerPoint controller would work, you will see me doing gestures and control PowerPoint with it. We also have the 3D reconstruction model. So basically, you have an object and you want to sell it on eBay. Let's say your shoes. You put it in front of a camera, you turn it, and it creates a 3D model of your shoes. So it's actually easier to implement. Or you want to scan an object and put it in a video game, for example. So this is in this camera. the face, it also needs to understand who you are. And the face analysis is very, very important. So I don't know if you saw it, but Microsoft announced with Windows 10 the feature called Windows Aero, which basically is a login, and you don't need any password for it. It just scans with the AR, your eyes, and and actually guess who you are. So I think I have it in the office, and in less than one step per second, it recognizes you. So you're just in front of your PC, and it logs in automatically. At the beginning, it's very weird because you don't have to type any password, but it works perfectly. And to be honest, that's the feature I love the most about Windows 10. It works quite well, so that's quite impressive. And the last usages is a 3D face capture, and we are going to talk about a bit later. But basically, what it can do is that scan completely your face and put it somewhere else, like in a video game or something else. It can also scan your face and apply emotions to an avatar, for example. So it creates a lot of wide range of usages, and we really think it's going to change the way we interact with the laptop. But as I said before, we don't want to replace completely touch or keyboard and mouse, etc. I said before that I was, a video game player, quite heavy one. I'm not going to play a AAA game just doing gestures in front of my laptop. It doesn't make any sense because it's not precise. It's not. For now, it's just not going to do it. So for now, we're going to focus on usages which make sense, and that's what I'm going to show you afterward. So just for the names here. So at Intel, we love to throw big names. So the OEMs, which are the PC manufacturer, who signed off for this camera, are all listed here. And actually, there is some that I can't showcase here. But basically, all the biggest constructor will have this camera inside in their laptop. And actually, if you go to, I think in different countries like France or Germany, you can already buy this kind of laptop with this camera since more than 3 months. So it's already available in the market. And before the end of the year, you're going to have a huge market for this. And it's going to be the biggest priority of Intel before the end of the year, like the RealSense camera. So we will see marketing everywhere with this camera. By the way, somebody know the Big Bang Theory? Yeah. Okay. So Jim Parsons, Sheldon Cooper, is actually the marketing guy for Intel RealSense cameras. So we have a lot of ads with Sheldon doing crappy stuff with camera. It's actually really, really funny. So that's, yeah, just for people who know it, it's quite fun. So in my talk, the title was Why It Matters to You, Video Game Developer. And so I adapted all the usages for you. So one stuff, and we really want to make this happen, and we are a bit sadistic about it, and we really want to make this happen, is emotion tracking and face tracking while a guy is gaming. So you can imagine like an horror game, where you're really, really scared in front of your laptop. What we want to do is understand that you're scared and make you even more scared. So that's one of my goals before the end of the year, to actually do a game like this, and it's going to be really funny to see the reaction of the guy. You're scared? Oh yeah, you'll be even more scared. It's going to be really, really funny. The second usage is, which you will see in the demo just after, is face reconstruction, as I said. Basically, we scan a face, and we integrate yourself in a video game. So if you want to be the next Lara Croft or something like that, in a couple of years it's going to be possible. One thing which is actually done now is webcam background removal. So I don't know if somebody here used Twitch, for example, or stuff kind of streaming video game stuff. With this camera, we can remove the background and transform yourself into an avatar. So we can imagine playing your video game, and instead of showcasing you with your big helmet, etc., and your mic, we could showcase an avatar of you from the video game you're playing. So that's actually kind of cool to say, I'm the hero, and you can still see the emotions that I have right now. So this is kind of a really, really cool usage too. The 3D avatar is also very cool. If you are interested by the 3D avatar, I'm not going to showcase it here. I'm going to showcase it at 5 p.m. If you want to see how well it works, this is technologies which are used by studio and animators to face tracking the people to apply it to movies, and it works really well with the camera already. And motion and head tracking. So you will understand a bit better in, I think, 30 seconds. But the goal is here to track your head tracking and also the motion, and to apply it into a game. So it sounds a bit foggy right now, but let me just show you a video. No. Okay. So just let me explain a bit. So what you see here is that, it's Dirt 2. And basically, the RealSense camera scans the face of the user, and actually you can see that the field of view is changing because of the camera. So if you turn the head left, actually your player will turn the head left. So it really, it's really put you even more in the game because you can react really like a drive, like an Oculus Rift would do. But here it's just with your laptop and your camera. And right now, Xavier, how many games do we have enabled with that? 500, yeah, okay, almost 500 games are already enabled with that. So mostly driving games, etc. But if you buy this kind of laptop and you do this kind of, if you push this kind of plugins, you can actually play with 500 games and really feel like you're into it. To be completely honest, when you play at it, you look a bit weird, but it's actually quite cool. So now is the tricky part. I'm going to do demo live. So I'm going to start Visual Studio, release the camera. I was talking about scanning your face and put it into a game. So we work with a partner called 3D Systems, who actually do 3D printers, and they did an application so you could scan yourself. And actually, if you're megalomaniac, you could print yourself in 3D if you love it. It's up to you, or you can send it to your worst enemy. I have no clue. Or you could actually also scan your face. Can you see it's me? No, you can't. No, you can't, I think, with the color. So I'm going to try new scan, to scan my face with the mic on it. I have never tried it. I don't know if it works. It's going to be fun. So basically, just to explain how it works, it's very... Ooh. Okay, so you just have to put your hand in the middle. So you can see that actually my face is built in 3D. So I'm the worst customer ever because I have a big bird. And so yeah, you can see that I missed some of my bird, but it's okay. And then you actually accept, and it's going to apply it on a 3D model already built. So you just take the head and apply it to a 3D model. So right now I'm just gonna do snowboard stuff. So yeah, I don't do snowboards normally, but come on. So it's gonna take 10 seconds more, I guess, to apply it. Dude. Okay, so now I'm a snowboard guy, and now I can actually show off with my snowboard. Okay, so right now it's not very useful as you see it because it's just an animation of a really a rigged avatar. But in a couple of months, you will be able to take exactly the same scan and put it into a video game with a laptop that you have at home. So it's actually kind of cool. You don't need a 2,000 piece of equipment to make it work. So my first demo worked. That's actually impressive. Normally on stage with all these lights, it doesn't. So that's good. The other stuff I wanted to showcase actually is a WarioWave. So it's a game we designed at Intel. And it's just to explain you how we see the hands with the camera. So it's just not about the face, it's also, you can track the, the movement. So basically, you can see, a part of my, or level 4 is actually kind of hard. So, my hand actually interacts with the game, I can take that, I can kill them if I want, because I'm a really, really bad guy. Or I can make them win, Okay, so, you can see the shape of my hand and actually plays with the game. And I only have 1 star, even all the training I do. I'm not sure I'm a really video gamer anymore. But so, I think you get it. So the idea, you can do it like this. The funny stuff is that you can do it with anything. So hand or, like if you do it with a magic stick or anything, it works. So the whole idea is just to take, like the shape and make it. Ooh. Okay. Great. So let's Alt 4. Okay, this was crashed. Oh, 3D me crashed. That's normal. Okay, so this was a demo, and we have a lot of them coming. So all the laptops are coming. Most of them are for holiday this year. So you're gonna see a lot of these laptops very, very soon on the market. So yeah. The second one is actually a bit different. It's about the world-facing camera. So it's a tablet, it's a camera we'll put into phones and into tablets. And here, it's not about recognizing yourself, it's about recognizing the world you're into. The usages is very different. It's from 1 meter to 3.5 meter range. So you can, for example, imagine to scan a room or scan anything you want with it. You scan people also, and objects, the same as the one before. But you have a tablet, so it's a bit easier to move your tablet around an object than moving a PC around an object. It's a bit easier. One of the cool usages I love is augmented reality and mixed reality. You know, Alexander before talked about virtual reality and how it's gonna do. The thing is that right now, with this kind of stuff, we can do it on a tablet. So I'm going to showcase a demo also to you, but it's very fun to actually scan your room and play with it. So your room becomes the play game. Actually, that's kind of fun. You can also do hand photography with it. So you can refocus, etc., take pictures and apply a lot of Instagram stuff with it. Like, you know, if you like effects, I hate it, but if you really like blur effects of white and black and white, it's actually way better with this because you can, you have the depth data in it. And the last one is measurements. So if you want to redo your kitchen or something like that, you take a picture and you can measure, like, how actually big it is. So that's really, really nice when you want to redo everything, or if you just want to take measurements of your home, and that works really, really well. So as I'm not a liar, this is my own hand, and with the phone we are integrated in the camera into it. So this camera is, I can showcase here, is already integrated in and this is a 6-inch phone, sorry. And this works quite well, and all the usages I talked before with, you can do it with that, and it's really, really small. So how does it work actually? And the question, why do we do that, comes just after. So basically, it's stereoscopic vision. So you have two, infrared projector in the camera, which actually will see an object from 2 different points of view. You can scan, for example, this table and integrate it into your 2D game and just blow the table off, like virtual reality. It's actually very, very fun.